Hi everyone, we have just come back from Disneyland, California, and we had the absolute best time, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who's been watching our vlogs, and if you haven't seen them, we'll put the playlist in the description for you. Yeah, we just had the best time.
Yeah, I mean, we've always wanted to go, so we had high expectations. We absolutely love Disney World, and I think we just, I don't know, it just blew our expectations out of the water, really, didn't it? It was just, yeah, we could have had 2 more weeks there and still not been ready to leave. It was absolutely amazing. And we did a little bit of shopping while we were there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We did have a shopping day just because we had 5-day passes, and obviously we stayed there for a week, so we needed to have sort of one of the days sort of where we didn't go into the park. So we chose to do that on the Saturday, just thinking it might be a little bit busier with annual pass holders and weekenders, that sort of thing. So we spent the Saturday shopping, and so this is our little haul to show you a little bit what we've bought. So probably the main place that we get most of our merch from, no matter whether we go to Disneyland Paris, to Disneyland California, to Disney World, is World of Disney. Yeah. Because no matter where, like, you can see like things around the parks, and pretty much you'll be able to find it again in World of Disney. So that's what we tend to do. We tend to do a little bit of browsing in the parks, don't we? And then sort of decide what we want, and then get everything towards the end of our trip from World of Disney. So that's what we did this time. World of Disney is in the downtown Disney area, so we picked up a few. We left it quite late, actually. We didn't even do this on the Saturday. We left it till sort of like the very last minute to get everything we wanted. So one of the things I had my eye on the whole time we were there was this t-shirt. So this is, it's got all of the landmarks from Disneyland on there. So it's got the pal around, obviously it's got Sleeping Beauty's castle, and it's just it was really sweet design, and I saw this design on a few different things. I just really wanted to get it. It's a really nice fitting t-shirt. It was quite expensive for a t-shirt, really. It was $37.70 after tax was added on, and tax in California is a little bit more than it is in Florida, so we had to account for that as well. But I just had to have something, some sort of apparel with Disneyland on it, and I chose this t-shirt because I just think it's really lovely material, and it's gonna look nice with anything, really.
Yeah. I also love the design, but instead of getting a t-shirt, I got the mug, and it's to match the mug that I've already got. I don't know if you can see that, from Walt Disney World. And this is the kind of Disneyland version of it. I absolutely love these mugs. I think they're like a nice big size, and it looks great, and I just love this one.
Hopefully they've got them at all the other Disneylands, and
I
we can
hope
just
so.
make the collection grow a little bit more.
This was $16.15, including tax, so I didn't think that was too bad. I feel like that's a little bit cheaper than my Walt Disney World one.
Yeah, and I think some of the mugs there were quite expensive, especially with the tax, so that's one of the cheaper ones, even though it's one of the nicest ones. So yeah. We also did a little bit of till shopping, didn't we? We sort of picked up a couple of the items we wanted, and then while we were waiting at the checkout, we saw a couple of the other things that we liked. And we don't know how we've missed this, to be honest, but we thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's the 2020 calendar for the Disney parks. So it's not just California Disneyland, it's not just Disney World, it's a mixture.
Yeah.
And we just thought the designs were really cute. We like the size of it. It's like a proper full-length calendar. And yeah, we just love that it's a mix of Disneyland California and Disney World, because we love them both. So
yeah, and because they're posters, you know, after when the time has gone, we can actually frame the artwork as well. So I think that's really amazing.
Yeah.
It was $26.92.
Yeah, so if you were just going to buy any Disney calendar, you would probably get one for a lot cheaper than that. But we just really fell in love with the design, and yeah, we had to have it. Last minute purchase. Also, while we were at the till, we saw some some of our favourites, the mints that come in the collectible tins. So we started getting these last Disney World trip, didn't we? And we really love the mints. We find the tins really handy afterwards. So yeah, so we just picked this up at the till. This was $5.37. But you're getting plenty of mints in there, and like you said, we do use the tin afterwards, don't we? So another till purchase.
Yeah. More till purchases. They have these fantastic buttons. I think I'm going to find it quite difficult to show you, but they had a real range. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but this one says love, laughter, happily ever after on it.
It's got the castle on that.
This one is follow your path, which is quite cool, and this one has got the castle on it, and kind of is just the Disney castle, and it kind of looks a bit glittery even though it's not, and got another follow your path one as well.
Yeah, so I think there was a little bit of a deal on. I think there was a reason why we bought 4.
Yeah,
I think it was like if you bought so many, I think it was individually priced, but for all 4 buttons it was $8.62 including tax, and we just really like them. I just think they can just, even if you're wearing a non-Disney outfit, which we try not to do too much, but if we are, we can pop those buttons on, or we can put them on a backpack or on a denim jacket or anything. So yeah, we really love those. And yeah, that's almost everything we bought from World of Disney, except for you had to do it, didn't you?
I did.
Your tradition.
My tradition, if you've been with us for a while, you know that I do always buy one pin that I don't wear, and that I just keep, and it just reminds me, and it just kind of signifies and resembles that trip. So I had to get the castle with all of those Mickey balloons. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on camera, but it is so gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Definitely one of my favourites that I've ever bought. This was on the yellow ticket.
Yeah.
So altogether this was $13.99. So not too bad, especially considering how much it's got going on, and it will just remind me of the fantastic trip, and I'll put that somewhere safe.
Yeah. And last but not least, we bought some treats.
We had to buy treats.
Yeah, we bought our favourite Goofy sweets. Now we do like the sort of themed sweets as well as the Goofy branded sweets. We like the Inside Out sweets, and the Incredibles ones. But the only thing with those is you could only get them in, I think Bing Bong's was the only place we saw the sort of the really sour sweets that we like, the Inside Out ones. And because we didn't buy them at the time and we just left it until we went in World of Disney, these were the only sweets they had in there. So, but we still love Goofy. We do still. So we got those.
Yeah.
And one thing we promised ourselves after Disney World when we came away with, we bought a couple of bags home, didn't we?
Yeah.
We bought a couple of bags of the pretzels. This time we bought the giant bag. Yeah. Because there wasn't quite enough last time. No. We really love these, and again, things like the treats and things like the mugs, it just carries your trip on for you because you are using them and you're eating them and you're still sort of having that little taste of Disney, and yeah, we love doing that, don't we?
So if you've been following us for a while, you'll know that for every trip, not only do we get one pin, but also we each get a Pandora charm for our Disney bracelet. So every trip has a different charm, so we had to find one that kind of represented our first ever trip to Disneyland in California, and we found the perfect
and we
charm.
were so lucky as well because this charm has actually been discontinued. We did do a little bit of research before we got there, and we fell in love with this charm online even before we made it there. And when the cast member said, you know, there's not many of these left, they're discontinuing them, we just thought, like, how lucky were we to get the perfect charm to represent our first ever Disneyland trip. And it is the Apparel Lounge.
It is. I hope you can see this. It's so beautiful, and it is different on the back as well. It's got on the front of it's got Mickey's face, and on the back it just looks like the back of the Apparel Lounge.
Yeah, what we'll do, we'll take photos of all this tiny stuff and we'll pop them on our Instagram so you can have a closer look at them. These charms, again, a little bit more pricey just because of the tax situation in California, but they were around $75 each,
Yeah.
including the tax, and we got them from the cutest Pandora shop in the whole world, probably.
Yeah. It was in the Disneyland park in New Orleans Square, and it's called La Masquerade d'Orleans.
Yes.
So very posh, and it
Yeah.
was very nice. So I've got one of those as well. Katie's got one, and it just kind of represents our trip. And you know, if you'd seen the vlogs, you'll know that I was brave enough to go on that thing. So if I was brave enough to go on it, it was definitely worth getting a chance, so I'll always remember it.
So if you have been watching our vlogs from our trip, you will know that we had the most amazing meal at the Lamplight Lounge on Pixar Pier. It was so good, wasn't it?
It was so nice.
We totally 100% had a game plan before we went in there. We were going to get some non-alcoholic cocktails, and we were going to get the lobster nachos, which the Lamplight Lounge is famous for. And then when we actually got in there, we didn't stop there.
We just got carried away.
The menu looked so good. So we did get a little bit carried away. We ate so much food.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely incredible, wasn't it? We would 100% recommend it, and we definitely want to go back there, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And it doesn't seem like the kind of place where we would be making a purchase for our Disney haul. But I got this very cool Pixar straw. So these are on the menu, aren't they? On the drinks menu with all the cocktails and things. So you can get this as an added extra. This was $6.46, including the tax. So it's just a curly straw, and it's got the Pixar ball and the Luxor lamp. And it's just the cutest thing ever. I haven't actually used it yet because I think it's too precious, but I will eventually use this. And I just think it's really cute, and it was a really nice reminder of our amazing meal at Lamplight Lounge.
So on our shopping day, we actually went to a mall near Santa Ana. What was it called? The main place mall, which and the reason why we chose that mall in particular is we heard that they did have a Boxlunch store, which we've heard a lot about, we've seen online, and we wanted to go and check it out because we knew that they do have Disney stuff in there. And we are so glad that we made the trip, aren't we? Because we bought a couple of really cute things. One thing was kind of like my holiday splurge.
Yeah.
It really was, but I absolutely love it, and it is my new Loungefly bag, and it is the Little Mermaid one. And it's one that you can change the straps to, so you can have it in different directions. At the moment it's a backpack, but you can change it so that it's kind of across the body bag, and do it in different ways, which I thought was really nice. It's actually smaller than our other ones, isn't it really?
Yeah.
But the pattern is so cute, and flounder just looks amazing on it.
It's adorable.
And it just feels really nice as well. It's really soft. So this was my splurge.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was $70.09 altogether. So, but I really love it.
Yeah. So it's a similar kind of price to some of the sort of slightly larger Loungefly backpacks, but it's a dinky one. But it's so cute and flounder on them from there. So yeah, definitely worth going to Boxlunch. I made a purchase also.
Yeah.
I bought this really pretty Mickey and Minnie blouse. So it's just like a little shirt blouse, and it's got a little sort of tie at the bottom, button down. I just thought the print was really cute. I love the colour. Mickey and Minnie just look adorable on there. And yeah, I just thought it was really sweet. I had seen some things on the website for Boxlunch, and that's the kind of thing that I kind of went in there for. So I'm really happy that I found it. There was a fitting me, so I did get to try it on, and yeah, I just thought it was really sweet. So that was a little bit pricey as well. It was $42.50, but I know that I'm gonna get so much wear out of it. So to make up for our expensive trip to Boxlunch, we went to the main place mall. We also went to Garden Walk
Anaheim, but also we then made a trip to Target, which is a lot cheaper for those souvenirs than Boxlunch, but we managed to find a few things in there that was a lot more affordable, and it did save us some money.
Yeah, so they had a massive range really of Disney merch, so from anything from clothing to games to, you know, like they just had a little bit of everything, but it was really, really reasonable. The first thing that I put in the basket was this very cute water bottle. As you can see, I'm already using it, and I just love the design. I love how Mickey looks on there, and it was really cheap. Like, I bought a water bottle last year at Disney World, and it cost pretty much $20. This one was $13, so I thought that was really good value. I had been looking for one in the parks, I just hadn't seen one that took my fancy, so the minute I saw that one I just loved it, and I didn't even know the price until we got to check out. So I just thought, yeah, that was really reasonable, so I picked that up. We also picked up some clothing as well, so I got this very cute sort of sleeveless t-shirt with a really lovely Lion King design. It's got sort of like a speckled design on there as well. This fit really nicely. Again, there was a fitting room, I did get to try it on, and this was an absolute bargain. It was just over $10, so, you know, if you think I paid, you know, a lot more for that other t-shirt. So I just really love this, and I really struggled to find Lion King clothing as well, so when I saw that I just really had to get it. And then there was something else Lion King, which I thought was really, really sweet, which was this sweatshirt. So it's like a kind of crop style grey sweatshirt, and then it's got the cutest Lion King design on the bottom. Yeah, and I really love this. This is really soft and really comfortable as well, and it was really cheap. It was just over $20, so, you know, compared with the parks, we do love our park merch, and we will always spend our money in World of Disney and around the rest of the parks, but when you see sort of little bargains, you just have to get them, don't you?
Yeah, I also picked up a t-shirt in Target, and it's this cute little grey and black Mickey one. It's really, really soft material. It's so soft, it's quite thin, and I thought it'd just be perfect under a little kind of dungaree pinafore dress, or some cute dungarees. So anything where it's this all over print is fantastic for things like that. So yeah, this was quite a bargain as well. This was
the same price as the Lion King one.
$10.86.
Yeah. So we did get a few bargains in Target. We did do we bought some gifts as well from all of the places that we've mentioned. We did probably a lot more buying gifts than buying for ourselves, which is why sort of our haul isn't quite as big as it usually is. But yeah, we bought some really cute things for other people as well, didn't we? I would say the range compared to Disney World, there's not as much in the parks, so, but I think because we've just seen so much Disney merch now that we've become quite picky, which is a great thing, because obviously we need our money to have more Disney trips. But we just were really quite selective this trip, and but we really, really love the things that we bought, and they really do sort of like stand for the trip that we've had. So yeah, so we got some bargains, we did a little bit of splurging, but overall we bought some really cute things, and I hope you guys like them as well. If you have been watching our vlogs, thank you so much again, because all of the vlogs in this trip are up. Check out that playlist, we'll link it below for you, and make sure as well that you head to our Instagram. We'll try and take a photo of all this stuff for you, pop it on Instagram so you can have a closer look. And check out our trip photos as well. There have been so many.
So many.
So many. We've been putting things on our main timeline, we've been putting things on our story, and we've still got so many Disneyland photos left to put on. So there will be more. We're just going to have a quick break in the Disneyland California to post our Disneyland Paris pictures.
Yeah, we've got to go. We are literally going to the airport in a couple of hours time. So yeah, next trip is Disneyland Paris, so do stay tuned for vlogs coming your way, and just stick with us on Instagram and Facebook because we're going to be posting on there and probably maxing out the story over the next few days. So we hope you'll join us for that, and yeah, we'll hopefully catch up with you again once we've been to Disneyland Paris.
Thanks for watching.
Have a magical day.